Welcome to the NFRMPO online training series. This is video 4G on the Transportation Improvement Program, also known as the TIP. This video covers what you need to know about the TIP, including how it is developed and updated, and how it relates to other NPO planning documents. While many agencies are responsible for building and maintaining the transportation infrastructure within our region, federal regulations require all projects that are regionally significant or federally funded be included in the region's Transportation Improvement Program, or TIP. The NFRMPO develops and maintains the TIP for the region. The TIP covers a 4-year timeframe and includes roadway, transit, and bicycle and pedestrian projects. A regionally significant project is one that requires federal approval or provides a major change in capacity, such as how many vehicles can use a roadway, or connectivity. The fiscal year, or FY, 20 to 23 TIP includes over $800 million of funding for transportation projects in our region. The largest category of funding is assigned to roadway maintenance projects, followed by roadway capacity, and then transit projects. The Transportation Improvement Program, or TIP, must meet several requirements to receive federal approval. The TIP must be fiscally constrained, which means the TIP is not a wish list of all transportation needs. Instead, each project in the TIP has funding that is either committed, available, or reasonably expected to be available in the year shown. Because the North Front Range region is within a non-attainment area for ozone, which you will learn more about in video 5 of this series, the TIP must be tested for air quality conformity. In this test, projects in the TIP are modeled, and the estimated vehicle emissions from the resulting traffic patterns must not exceed the emissions budgets developed by the state as documented in the State Implementation Plan, also known as the SIP. The environmental justice requirement, also known as EJ, ensures low-income and minority populations are not denied benefits or disproportionately burdened by the projects in the TIP. To learn more about the federal requirements for the TIP, see the links posted below this video. The state is federally required to maintain a statewide version of the Transportation Improvement Program, known as the STIP. The Colorado Department of Transportation, or CDOT, maintains the STIP and directly incorporates all projects from the North Front Range TIP, as well as projects from other MPO's TIPs, into the STIP. The Transportation Improvement Program, or TIP, is also related to the Congestion Management Process, known as the CMP, and the Regional Transportation Plan, or RTP, which were covered in videos 4A and 4D. The TIP must be consistent with both documents. The TIP must also be designed to help the region make progress on the performance measures and targets established in the RTP. A new Transportation Improvement Program, or TIP, must be developed at least every 4 years. In the first step of TIP development, projects are submitted to the NFRMPO, including projects selected for funding by CDOT, the Federal Highway Administration, or FHWA, the Federal Transit Administration, or FTA, and local agencies. The majority of project funding is controlled by CDOT. The NFRMPO controls about 6% of project funding. Staff then conduct the required analyses on the submitted projects, including fiscal constraint, air quality conformity, environmental justice, and the Regional Transportation Plan Performance Measure Analysis. The draft TIP is opened for a 30-day public comment period to allow time for public input. The TIP is also reviewed by the Technical Advisory Committee, or TAC. The Planning Council approves the TIP and its associated air quality conformity. Finally, approval is needed from the state's Air Quality Control Commission, or AQCC, the U.S. Department of Transportation, or USDOT, and the Governor of Colorado. That 6% wedge of funding controlled by the NFRMPO is typically made up of 3 federal funding programs. Every 2 years, the NFRMPO holds a call for projects to award funding from these 3 sources. The Congestion Mitigation and Air Quality Improvements Program, known as CMAQ, provides funding for transportation projects that reduce nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds, which create ground-level ozone. The Surface Transportation Block Grant Program, known as STBG, provides funding for a variety of types of transportation projects. Finally, the Transportation Alternatives Program, known as TA, provides funding for bicycle and pedestrian infrastructure. The NFRMPO Planning Council sets policies in the narrative that accompanies the Transportation Improvement Program, or TIP. The Project Delay Review Policy requires an annual check on projects awarded funding by the NFRMPO. If projects are not making progress, funds can be revoked and reallocated. The TIP narrative also defines how the TIP is updated. Minor revisions, such as small funding changes, are processed by staff and then provided to Planning Council each quarter. Amendments are completed for major revisions, such as adding or deleting a project, scope changes, or major funding changes. Amendment cycles are open every other month, have a 30-day public comment period, and must be approved by Planning Council. To review, the NFRMPO maintains the TIP per federal requirements. The TIP identifies the region's investment priorities by programming 4 years of surface transportation projects. To receive federal funding, projects must be included in the TIP and STIP. The TIP includes projects from a variety of agencies, including the projects awarded funding by the NFRMPO. Finally, a new TIP is adopted at least every 4 years, and between adoptions, the TIP is revised with modifications and amendments. You can learn more about the TIP by visiting nfrmpo.org/TIP.